the Coinbase CEO, Brian Armstrong, is now trying to offer 3.5% yields on stablecoins. And it's got Jamie Dimon uh, heated up. Jamie walked up to him at Davos recently, put a finger in his face. Jamie is a Long Island Italian boy, but he just rarely gets heated up like this unless he's being recorded secretly in a board meeting. But it wasn't just him. All of the bankers at Davos essentially snubbed Brian. And they're saying to him, if you want to be a bank, then be a bank. If you want to be a money market fund, be a money market fund. But don't try to pull an Uber on us and go around the legislatures or Airbnb and go around the taxation schema and try to compete with them old school way. What do you think about the confrontation in Davos and Coinbase's attempt to move to eat some of the lunch of traditional banks?
Yeah. It's a funny question. Uh, Obviously, the CEOs of these banks at Davos are like, get out of here, man. We don't even want to talk to you. It's apparently one of them. He tracked one of them down, and she's like, I have nothing to say to you. I'm going to walk away from you now. Yeah. So basically, what's happening here is Coinbase wants to offer 3.5% dividends for people holding stable coins, which are generally like one for one pegged to the US dollar, right? And they're trying to act like a bank, and they don't want to be regulated like a bank. And I understand why bankers would be like, "Yo, we have FDIC insurance, we have minimum reserve requirements. The Federal Reserve actually like makes sure that we meet certain liquidity ratios. Uh, if you want to be a bank, be a bank." So I get why they're mad. And like honestly, the last time that this country wasn't regulating banks, like you remember the Great Depression, it didn't go well. And More recently, which is not exactly a perfect analogy, Coinbase and FTX are a bit different, but hey, remember FTX? Yeah, they're gone. So yeah, I understand the pushback on it and the legislation that's being proposed right now to allow like a third party like Coinbase to offer dividends on stablecoins. It sounds like Coinbase is probably going to be on the losing end of this in the eyes of the senators who are actually supposed to draft up and pass this bill. So uh, honestly, if you just ask the public markets and investors what they think of that, just go look at Coinbase stock. It's down. Coinbase is down like 10% over the last week. It's down 50% since last summer. It's still way below where it IPO'd back in 2021. So I understand why Brian Armstrong is trying to shake it up and try to make this happen for his business. But
Yeah,
personally, I'm a little bit skeptical of maybe the use case here and the viability of it.
yeah.